What's up, everybody? It's Matt Modi with OddsJam coming to you live. Beautiful Friday afternoon with the dogs running around. A little bit of a different background. I'm in a different location, but JoJo was still here. JoJo, come here. Wants to say hi. Come here. Ah, there she is. But she's too excited. She's too excited being in a new location. So not much of JoJo now. So not going to be placing many bets today because if you follow me on Twitter, you saw that I have like 1,500 in pending bets. So I figured I should just let that sit, let the night play out for me before loading any more bets because of how rough the past 2 days have gone. I believe I started 2 days ago up about 300. Now I'm down over 500. It's been really, really tough. So figured I'll just... I already have 1,500, so it's not like I sat the day out or anything, you know? So I will share my screen, talk about OddsJam, talk about how you can use OddsJam to make money, just won't be placing any bets. But the number one thing you can do to make money using OddsJam is to just be signed up for every sportsbook that's available in your state. So check out the links in the description and sign up for every book that is available in your state. It's like literally the most important thing you can do to be a profitable sports bettor is just to be signed up everywhere that's available to you. The reasoning is the more sports books that you're signed up with, the better chance you have of getting the best odds, of finding a positive EV play. You're just constantly line shopping and getting the best odds. So it's the easiest thing you can do. So like if you're in Colorado, you're living the dream, the absolute mecca for sports betting. New Jersey's up there too. I'm in Virginia, pretty close, still pretty good. But being signed up for every sports book that's available in your state is literally the number one thing you can do to be profitable. The number two thing you can do, and I will share my screen here. A little bit of yeah, it's fun. The second thing you can do, yeah, let's see, we're down. Actually, let me zoom in a little bit. Wow, it's a little too much, isn't it? Down 583, so close to $600. And like I said, close to 1,500 in pending bets. This ROI was at 10% at one point. My bet MGM was $4,000 in profit. I've lost 1,200 since that. But anyways, the second thing you can do to be a profitable sports bettor is to track your bets. So OddsJam has an incredible feature where it's a free bet tracker. So all this information you have access to is completely free. So hi, JoJo. So it tracks all your bets. It tells you whether you're currently beating the closing line or not. So green equals good, better odds in closing line. This one, Jonas Valanciunas rebounds, worse odds. So most of my bets, last time I checked, are all green. Unfortunately, so this is my NBA bet of the day. This Lakers Wizards over. JoJo. I don't know what she's doing. JoJo, come here. This Lakers Wizards over. Unfortunately, I read the market wrong on that one. That is no longer plus EV. But on the other hand, there's Julius Randle, which I absolutely loaded. Well, I couldn't say loaded. $65. I posted on Twitter or TikTok. Really good play. Read the market right there. Still plus EV. So Texas Tech, another public play. But overall, most of the bets that I have are green, and green equals good. So track your bets. It's an incredibly important way to just know whether you're profitable or not, right? Like I'm up almost $9,000 since I've been using OddsJam. Having a week like I've had the past 2 days would really throw me for a loop if I didn't have this number staring me in the face. And seeing that, the 3 weeks prior to this, I was up close to $1,000. So having a really bad week, hopefully I can turn around. But tracking your bets is just incredibly important. Like I said, it's the number. I'm always worried about what JoJo's doing. It's the number two thing you can do to be a profitable sports bettor. Number one, be signed up for every sportsbook that's available in your state. So I love seeing this profit over time. As you can see, this is my worst week by far. It'll be if I stay down, if I'm not able to make up this 600, I will be down. It'll be my fifth week down since I started using OddsJam. So obviously still incredibly profitable overall. And like, this will be my worst week at minus 583. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks better than my worst week, if this stands. Granted, it could get worse, so we'll see. But either way, incredibly helpful. So the way you use the positive EV page, which is how I get, I'll filter off live, which is how I get, how I place the majority of my bets. How it works is what OddsJam does is calculate what they deem to be the perfect line. So that's what this stands for, OddsJam perfect line. What they deem to be the price of what a market should be. And then they find discrepancies on when you're getting better odds on another sports book. So that's why being signed up for every sports book is so important, because the more sports books you're signed up with, the higher chance you have of getting a plus EV play, because you just have more opportunities available to you, right? So the way this percentage works is the bigger the gap between these two, or sorry, between the OddsJam perfect line and the sports book you're betting it on, the higher that number will be. But one thing to note here is that just because the number's higher doesn't mean you should put more money on it, right? So what I like to do is use the Kelly criterion method, which spits out a number of what you should bet by looking at your bankroll, and then it looks at the win percentage. And this win percentage is based on the OddsJam perfect line and the odds you're betting it on. So basically what it does is it's a formula that spits out an actual number, amount that you should wager based on those three things. So obviously your bankroll is going to be a static number. So what really affects this amount to wager is the win percentage. And again, this is based on the OddsJam perfect line. So like if I were to change this to 45, you see the amount to wager went up. If I were to put it down to 35, it's saying it's not even a plus EV bet. Like 37, shouldn't be as much, right? And then also looks at the odds that you're betting it on. So the higher this number, the more it's going to tell you to bet on it. So like you see plus 85, tell me to put $60 on it, 200, 85, 300, 186. So you get the point there. So that's why I love the Kelly criterion method. And I follow it blindly. Like I'll look at this and I'll say, okay, this is what I'm going to bet. And so the one question we get, common question we get, just making sure everything's still good here, is, so do we bet everything that is on the plus EV page? And the answer to that is no. There's a couple of parameters that we look at to know whether you should bet it or not. The first one is the OddsJam perfect line market width. So market width is essentially a way for OddsJam, the perfect line, to just calculate what their confidence in the line. So the lower the number, the better. So basically what you do is, to calculate the market width, you just subtract the two numbers of both sides of the OddsJam perfect line. So it doesn't matter what the sportsbook's odds are. It only matters what the OddsJam perfect line, both sides of it is. And you just, for a plus and a minus like this, you just subtract them. So this one, a really, really wide market. I would not recommend this bet. Obviously, as you can see, I didn't bet it myself. It's what, 193 minus 37. So that's what, 46, 56, 56. So for player props, which is what this one is, we don't recommend betting anything above 40 cents. So this would not be a play. And for game props, let me see if I can find one, probably closer to the bottom. Here we go. Oh, excuse me. We don't recommend betting any game prop below or above 25 cents. So like this would be a play. 23, this would be a play. 25, this would be a play. This one would be actually load city. So if you can find something 15 and below, that's incredibly valuable. So that's kind of how the plus EV page works in terms of market width. And then the last thing is just for player props specifically, then is when I will limit myself to a percentage. So for any game prop, like a spread, money line, hey Jojo, a total, I won't limit myself to a certain percentage, but for player prop, I will. And it depends how many are available. So for like a day like today, I limited myself to 7 because there's so many NBA player props available. So like anything 7 and above, which is still like, I mean, what's that, like probably 10, 15 options. So you just got to see which ones we're in market with. Like this one would be good, this Evan Mobley one. So, and then sometimes like if there's not that many NBA games, I'll lower it to 5%. But if you can see, if I loaded every NBA player prop like above 5%, there would just be a ton of options. And I just don't have that much money to put in these sports books. So that's kind of how the positive EV page works. And that's how I've been able to use it to profit. Let's see, I've been profited. This was actually at $7,000. So like I said, I've had a rough couple days positive EV betting, but still over $6,000. Oh, excuse me. In like since the beginning of September. So however many months that is. So that's kind of how I use it. So I recommend that strategy. What I will say is that if you have a couple bad days, don't let it just totally impact your thoughts. So like I said, I'm still using this process. That's the 1,500 I have in pending bets are from the exact process I outlined to you. So don't let a couple losing days change your mind or change your opinion or anything. But like I said, just to mention this stuff at the top, the two most important things you can do is use this bet tracker Green equals good. If you're consistently having bets that are red, dig into those. Like for a player prop, way more likely to be red. This game prop just misread the market. Really nothing I could have done there. If you watch the video, I mean, I loved this bet when I placed it. Same thing here. It's just, ending at minus 107 versus minus 110 isn't terrible. This is pretty bad. So, that one I don't enjoy, but regardless, using the bet tracker, it's completely free. Just make an account. You don't have to put down a credit card or anything like that. Just make an account and use the free bet tracker and use that to your advantage. And then if you do want to do a 7-day free trial, I recommend just using the process that I outlined for you. The positive EV on the 7-day trial, I'm pretty sure if you use it for 7 days, you'll have profitable days and you'll profit overall on like the terrible week I'm having. So sign up for that. And then obviously sign up for every sports book that is available in your state. It's incredibly important. I really can't stress that enough. And then a couple other things to note, like if you want to become a member of the OddsJam team, look at the link in the description and you can join our partner program, make money off of referring your friends to OddsJam, make money off of people clicking your link. It's stuff like that, ways that you can help, ways that you can monetize OddsJam for yourself as well. So sign up for those links, all that good stuff. But as far as this video live stream goes, I'm out. I appreciate you guys tuning in. Wish me luck for my 1,500 impending bets. As you can see here, you can send me an email with any questions at matthew@oddsjam.com. You can also hit me up on Twitter at Matt_Modi_bets. And then if any other social media like Instagram, TikTok, hit me up, OddsJam_Matt. But that's all I got for you. So appreciate you tuning in and have a good one.